Good morning, guys. This is going to be a special reading for Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Okay, I was feeling like I should be doing tomorrow's reading. I'll do tomorrow's reading tomorrow. But what is happening tomorrow is Pluto going retrograde in Capricorn at 23 degrees. And it doesn't go direct until October 3rd, okay, at 20 degrees. So what's going on is 23 is the number of confidence. It's about having healthy boundaries and healthy self-esteem. Pluto is about Judgment Day. It's karma, guys. It's about transformation and power, destroying things, all things negative, and bringing on healing. It's regeneration, okay, like the phoenix, because Pluto rules Scorpio. Okay, so it is death. It's literally death and rebirth, which is very appropriate for, you know, just coming out of Easter and coming into spring. Okay, so there's a lot of birthing. Okay, children, you're going to see new babies everywhere. Plants, animals, humans. And people are being rebirthed with their true identities. Okay, they are rising like the phoenix from the ashes of their unconsciously created existence. Okay, so it's social and political power, status, ambition. It's about your responsibilities, your power and authority, as well as the authority over us, you know, structures and systems that govern and rule. What do you call it? Ideas for ways of behavior that govern masses or hold sway over masses. And the thing about Pluto retrograde is, as with any retrograde, there's something coming back around, and this time it is repressed feelings coming to the surface. Now with Capricorn can be cruel, can be critical, and since Pluto is retrograde, this is about recognizing our own power and recognizing where we have abused power over other people. Every time we've criticized someone unnecessarily, every cruelty. This is a cold, dark place. And then the following day, we have the moon conjunct Saturn, Pluto, and the south node. This is kind of like a preview, because I think there's another conjunction coming. I'm not too sure, but this is the preview of the cold, dark place. So with Pluto retrograde and Saturn going retrograde towards in another couple days, added to Jupiter retrograde, which is our internal philosophical beliefs, there's going to be a lot of transformation, a lot of change, a lot of people regaining their power, or this is a lot of recognition. All these retrograde planets are going to bring things back up to the surface. With Saturn, it's commitment, 333, responsibility, order, timelines. It's that is also karma, because Saturn is the father, you know. So a lot of you guys are going to be getting spanked, and Pluto is forced transformation. Your eyes are being pried open, okay, and some of you guys are going to feel like the lid on your head is being pried open. Your brains are being squeezed, massaged, some gently, some not so gently. It's like a slap to the brain. What's wrong with you? Pa. Okay, and you're going to be taking a good look at yourself. Now, Capricorn, this is going to be in your first house, and what I see is the Aquariuses. So if you have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Aquarius and another planet in some other area, you're getting hit hard with closure. In fact, all the air signs are getting hit hard with closure in a variety of ways. Shakeups and transformations, guys. This is a recognition of your karma that will be coming very shortly, over the next couple of years, while we have Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 2025 when both planets will finally be clear of Capricorn. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have a retrograde back into Capricorn. So all of you guys, get your shit straight now. Because you're about to face the Reaper. And guess what? The Reaper is yourself. It's in your mind. You're coming face to face with yourself, and you're not going to have a choice. So suck it up, Buttercup. And for the rest of you, good job. Keep moving forward. Okay, so I thought I'd use the Parrot Tarot just because it has the 4 cards in it in honor of Chiron. And I use this for Tuesday's reading because we did have, what was it, Jupiter conjunct. Yeah, the moon is conjunct Jupiter. So the moon is in Capricorn conjuncting Jupiter. And it doesn't move into Aquarius until Friday. Don't know what time, but on Friday. So we have the moon, Pluto, Saturn, and the south node. 1, 2, 3, 4 planets. And then let me see, let me double check. Okay, it moves to Aquarius right before it, oh, the 29th. The 29th is when Saturn goes retrograde. Okay, but like I was saying, Pluto retrograde is going to last for quite a bit. So a lot of you guys are going to run into some karmic situations in which you have to get closure, tie things up, or change the way that you felt about these people, situations, ideas, or places. You got to change, guys. You either need to evolve or you're going to die. Physically die, mentally die, spiritually die. And a lot of you guys, like I said, this cold, dark place with all this Capricorn energy, it's like the depression to where you're going to see it everywhere. People that are ascending, they're going to be able to rise above it. But some of us can't help but express this energy first. But you have to express it in order to work through it. Yeah, but be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you do. Always come from a place of integrity. Always come from a place of gratitude as well as compassion. All right, guys, let's see what will be happening over the next couple of months with this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Oh, wow. They are just jumping. Did you see that flip it did? It like somersaulted twice before it landed face down. And I've been getting a lot of mystery cards lately. I had one reading just a couple days ago where all the cards came out face down. And I'm like, are we just not supposed to know? Or is it that we're learning to be okay with not knowing? Learning to be okay with mysteries, or accepting that there is a mystery rather than obsessively pursuing something. Wow. Yep, they are just flying out. This might be another long one too. The cards of the day for Tuesday was rather long just because I had so much information to give and so much information to tell. Okay, and this one too. So we'll just turn these cards over. Yeah, so I'm going to take the fact that these cards were face down as there might be some kind of surprise this week. And like I said, I'm filming this on Tuesday the 23rd. So 23 equals 5. So that is the number of gifts and surprises, among other things. But it's also about healthy self-esteem, boundaries, and change. Okay, let's get going on this reading. Okay, first off, the first 2 cards that came out is the Ace of Discs or Pentacles and the 7 of Cups reversed. So a lot of you guys are wondering about what the hell is going on with my money. And with retrogrades, as usual, things kind of slow down and we backtrack a little bit. So some things may not, there could be complications as in any retrograde, and there could be something that's held up. A commitment is being held up. This could be on the work front. This could be on if you're starting a new job, or if you're moving, there's some flow of money that's being seems like it's drying up or just trickling in at the moment. Or some kind of financial reward. You might be counting on it too much, or you're just not counting on it. So for some of you guys, it's like you're not believing that something is coming. This could result in somebody acting out, coming from a place of fear. For some of you guys, you may be realizing that a situation, a new contract, or a job is not, you might be seeing the clarity of the situation. You might have jumped on it at first because it seemed like a good deal, but that could have been fake. This could be a fake offer or a fake gift, or somebody took a gift, a blessing away, or you thought something was a blessing and it really wasn't. Maybe with the Pluto retrograde, you're finally seeing that something you thought was an opportunity really truly isn't. Seven of Cups can be illusion, delusion, or somebody could be just completely delusional about money and the idea that it is energy, and they're going to have to rebirth. They're going to have to rethink about how they think about money. Or somebody is just not grateful. Somebody is not coming from a place of gratitude. They're looking the gift horse in their mouth. They're not seeing somebody or something, a situation as a blessing when they really should. They're not counting their blessings. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles is basically protection. Okay, this is like being protected and nurtured by family and friends and your loved ones. It's also divine protection. It's been seen that the people around you were chosen and put in their positions around you to protect you. It's also closing out a cycle because it's a 10. Okay, it's completion of a cycle. It's reversed. So there could have been, somebody didn't look at you as a blessing, so you took away your support. You didn't have to think about it. You didn't have to think about it twice. Four Swords is reflection. Okay, it's also my taking a vacation, want to get away card. It's reversed. So it's like you don't need to think twice. You don't have to give this any consideration. You pulled your energy, or you're not thinking and you pulled your energy. So at first, somebody may come to you with an offer or a blessing, and you may not see it for what it clearly is. It could be something, what it feels like is whoever is carrying the divine male energy. This can be a female, physical female, or physical male. It doesn't matter. It could be also vice versa, okay, because we usually mirror each other. So what happens with one person happens on some other level, some other facet of the same issue. So some are not believing the blessings that they're getting. They didn't even think twice about it. They didn't ask anybody to back them up. They just immediately, their automatic reaction, which is wrong. They didn't think about things. They just reacted. Okay. So what happened was somebody got angry because we got King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Chariot. Somebody was determined to push forward. King of Wands is a man of action, confronts problems head on. This is very passionate. And then we have the Emperor also too, which is a very controlling energy. So this can read one of two ways. I'm not seeing something very positive here. And like I said, you know, the Pluto retrograde is going to be a cold, dark place. So the eruptions of the subconscious and the unconscious can come out in ways where somebody is doubting. Somebody is doubting and they're angry. They don't know what they're angry at, but they're kind of feeling powerless as their past is being wrenched from them. And they're scrambling to stay comfortable because a lot of us don't know how to accept the unknown, this new cycle. And people aren't seeing that this new is better than the unconscious old, which is our, by very definition, hell. They'd rather be stuck in a rut and trapped in their hell. There's something stubborn here that is not allowing them to move forward, and it's their belief system, what they believe, and their actions. Okay, some people have a conflict with their actions and how they feel. They don't know what is the root cause, why they feel so powerless. They don't even know that they feel powerless. They just know that they're angry and they're not happy. They don't realize that it's their responsibility. They are the ones that are responsible for their happiness. So it's like they're trying to give you shit, or they're trying to shift the responsibility of their happiness towards you, or make you feel guilty. That is how they refill on their power, by sucking it from you. So somebody here is totally going to act out. I mean, like, better than you. The sun conjunct Uranus too. Somebody's holier than thou. You're not enough for me. And really it has to do with emotional insecurity that's really, really deep. They have a deep inner anger that they've developed from childhood. They feel like they're powerful. They feel like they're charging ahead, yet there's no stability. But they want to keep going. In fact, they might pursue this anger. This says Uranus. This is like the moon in Uranus, okay? They could have acted up already, because the sun conjunct Uranus has just happened, okay, and has people feeling like they're better than you. They could be, you're not enough, or they're holier than thou. I'm your gift, okay, not realizing that actually you're the gift. They can't get past their own ego, okay, and they're going to persist on this. We got 2-7, so somebody is really disillusioned here. They're not seeing things for what they are. They're letting their anger and their power issues control them, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys that this is, I want to say it's a momentary lapse, but this is not a momentary lapse. It's going to last for a little while until they have no choice to be separated from you, and then they have to be alone to confront themselves. You know why I say that? Because we got the Hermit card over here, okay? Hermit and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands and the Six of Swords fell out on these things, but I'm going to leave the Six of Swords. Well, okay. 966. It's time to purge anything unhealthy for you, anything that doesn't serve you. Okay, so you can come back to a place of unconditional love. So there's an ongoing process, and like I says, Pluto is going to be in retrograde until October, and then we have Saturn going retrograde. That's going to be retrograde until August, and then Jupiter is retrograde until, I don't know, I didn't check, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's also August. So this cold, dark place, this dark night of the soul, is going to be sticking with us, sticking with those who haven't made that transmutation of guilt and shame. Okay, and it's going to be thrown in their face. In fact, they're going to be kicked in the face with all the things they've done wrong. They want to move forward. They want to rush. They think they're making progress, but you're not going to be able to rush through this. You don't have a choice. You're running this race, and you are shackled with you're being shackled with the reins. You're going to be driven. There's a force driving you, and it's Pluto, it's Saturn, and it's in retrograde. It's going to be in retrograde over the South Node. Okay, your past talents, your past issues, your past karmic lessons, also your past victories. Okay, so it's not going to be all bad. Of course, a lot of you guys will be in this analysis paralysis, this state of reflection. It's the midlife crisis, or I want to say flash before my eyes, now it's time to die. Da-da-da, Metallica. Burning in my brain, I can feel the pain. Yep. Yep, I'm hearing that verse from Metallica. So that's basically what's going on. Flash before my eyes, now it's time to die. Burning in my brain, I can feel the pain. Six of Swords, past lessons, past talents. You're reflecting on all things that you've learned in the past, or you're going to be seeing it no matter what you do. It will be brought to you in this time of retrograde, okay? There could be people coming back from the past to finish a wrap-up of a karmic lesson that you never finished learning, or that was on pause. You could have held a torch for this person, this place, this thing, this animal. I see the dog here too. Cerberus, the three-headed dog in the hermit spin. So yes, you are deep in an internal transformation. There's a lot of things dying. You're being reborn. New ideas of wisdom are coming to the forefront as you master yourself, okay? And you're being faced with the purge. The final purge, the final breaking free from the past in order to be present and consciously create. Because let's face it, as long as you have anything stuck in the past, you cannot completely manifest. Okay, you can manifest some things, but some of your energy is being directed to these things from the past. Okay, and then you have the Six of Wands, which is a victory, overcoming a major hurdle. So somebody could literally check themselves when they're freaking out, or this could be after a period of reflection, because initially they didn't think before they spoke. They didn't think before they acted. They went selfish, Venus and Aries. Weren't going to help you in anything, and they didn't think about it. Now they're spinning. Now they're realizing that this is a karmic lesson. They're relating it to previous karmic lessons, their whole entire life of love relationships, family, friends, parents, business. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so you could be thinking about all the times that you triumphed in the past also, because this is also a Six of Wands. And it could also be something, you know, I haven't gotten 11 for a while, but there could be something that happened November 2nd, November 11th, or November 29th that has something to do with this. A commitment and a portal. We just had the full moon in Libra, in which we did have a portal. And basically any 11s, any 7-11s would have been a manifestation of heaven on earth, or your personal heaven on earth. Because like I was saying, hell as we know it, so you're building your heaven. Somebody is also being watched too. As you're going through this, even though you want to be alone, you have the tendency to want to be alone and work things out in order to master karmic lessons, or to reflect or spin whatever this is that you're in. You're gonna come out of it. There's people watching you. This is something that you have to do. It's all connected to the past. 2 sixes, strong emotional ties to the past. How you thought, how you communicated, how you treated people, physical things you've done in the past. So yeah, this is literally your life flashing before your eyes as you mentally and spiritually transform. The good times, the bad times. So for some of you guys, there could have been a huge breakup here, and one person is reflecting on everything that has happened up till now within the relationship, as well as from childhood. They're relating lessons learned to situations that they're suddenly, like you could suddenly be remembering things, like reminiscing, or you could suddenly have this memory from way back when you were a child. You could have suffered from not having enough nurturing. Now, I have to say, we don't have the tools. So our parents didn't have the tools. Their parents didn't have the tools to get through emotional suffering and pain. Okay, so there may have been lack of nurturing on the parents' part, and they may have influenced you, taking away your independence and your security, which left you insecure, which is so Taurus, earth energy. Like I said, the Sun and Uranus conjunction. So you could suddenly realize this, you know, all this time you've been telling whatever issues you had with your parents, like if you've ever told them, I'm never going to raise my kids like you, I'm not going to treat my kids like you, well, guess what? You have been. You've been treating other people the same exact way that you didn't appreciate being treated when you were little. That transferred to you. So now you suddenly recognize this, and now you have to put your money where your mouth is. You cannot treat people the same way that, from the example that you saw. It didn't occur to you, but suddenly it clicks. Oh my God, I've turned into my parents. Yeesh. I know personally for me, it always surprises me when I'm angry and I open up my mouth, my mom comes out, okay? But then the level of anger and the walking away, stomping or whatever, trying to repress shit, that's my dad. Okay, so once you've moved forward through this spin and you've recognized there's going to be this period of where you're hating yourself. I'm a piece of shit. I don't deserve to live. That's bullshit now, okay? That's bullshit. You need to forgive yourself. Let go of this guilt, this fear, and this shame that happened, because you're not that same person who said that. You're not the same person who did that. You are, in fact, ascending. And this behavior that you inherited, now that you've recognized it, you're going to consciously remove this behavior from your physical manifestation. That's a win. Okay, and people are going to notice you're different. They're going to. Okay, 7 of Wands, Prince of Pentacles, Mentor of Swords, and 3 of Cups. Okay, so right off the bat, what I see is somebody having the courage to move past this, because we go from the 6 of Wands to the 7, and now at this point we have 3 sevens. What are 3 sevens, guys? The jackpot. Okay, finally some harmony, a little bit of heaven coming in when you stand up and stand in your power and defend yourself from yourself. Okay, for some of you guys, you had to defend yourself against this person that acted out towards you, and you're spinning and you move through. You've already moved through it and past it, okay? Because one person is more ascended than the other. One person is learning a lesson, as shown here by the Mentor of Swords. I'll get to that in a second. And the other one has already learned these lessons. That's why there's a separation here. You know, this Hermit alone time, I don't see an 8 of Cups, so this could be like going into another room and just, you know, obviously you need a break, so I'm going to go in this other room and leave you alone to be an asshole and sit with yourself in your chair. And you can be angry by yourself, basically. Yeah, I don't see any, I see a separation of physicality. It doesn't necessarily mean locality, like, you know, I'm going to leave you alone with your thoughts. You're being ridiculous. I'm going to go take care of something else. Having the courage to call somebody out on their shit. Okay, and then also for the person who's being called out on their shit, having the courage to stand up and say, yes, I did this shit. Acknowledging your responsibility in it, okay, because that's part of this lesson here. Okay, not recognizing the sins of the father or sins of the mother, but also you're responsible for your own actions and that you acted that way also. So in a sense, you're forgiving yourself and you're forgiving your parent. Forgiveness. For some of you, you may feel like you may get sucked in and you may feel like defending yourself. for others, you're just going to turn around and walk away and say, whatever, asshole. Have a nice day. And then you go about your business, and then you come back, you know, at home at night when everybody's had a chance to be alone to contemplate. Take a little me time. Take the space if you have to, right? Okay, Prince of Pentacles. Hold on. For some of you, to continue staying with this person and to work on finances, you might you might have to summon up your courage, because at this point you want to pull back from them. But if this is your person, and I don't see a split up here, if this is your person, you cannot pull back, because that's what they're doing. Okay, so whoa, guys, big head rush. Tinnitus in the ears. I'm hearing tones. I'm feeling some downloads. I just got tones in both ears. And my head is being pressured. Oh, wow. Yeah, my face is getting hot. I'm feeling some downloads coming in right now. What time is it? It's just after 1. Okay. I'm going to put you guys on pause. I need to... Hold on. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I had to recover for a second. I couldn't think, so I very well couldn't leave the video running. I was getting a little bit of a blast. It feels like sun energy. There's different kinds of downloads, and this one I felt like sun energy, because I could feel my face getting hot, yet my face is not flushed. No red in the face. And I don't blush anyway, so just to let you guys know, it's not a blushing, it's just like heat coming out of the face, but then when you touch your face, it's not hot. And you're not pink or flushed in any kind of way, but it does make it hard to think for a second. Okay, so where was I? Some of you guys may have to have courage in discussing the flow of monetary things, or you may have to say your ideas about finances are a little immature, juvenile. I want to say delinquent. Or this could be taking care of things that are delinquent in terms of finances, like I'm behind on this, I'm behind on that. It may be that you need to discuss with this person, I need to take care of these things, but you haven't brought it up yet. And there's this fresh perspective. You guys are just decided that you are each other's person, and you're beginning to talk about finances. You're beginning to build. So some of you guys may have to discuss the building of finances. What was I going to say? I took a walk to go order my lunch to go walk off this... download this haze phase, whatever it was, but I kept getting defensive. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys were, you know, like you were pulling back the energy. Okay, that's time, attention, ideas, love, care, 33, and money. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys have been defensive. Every time there's been a discussion of money, you've been so protecting yourself because this person would take from you previously, but now they're being confronted with that. Okay, like I was saying before, you cannot pull back. You have to keep giving, because if you pull back the energy, you're doing exactly what they're doing. You're mirroring them in 3D. Our goal is to ascend to the 5D, okay, not to stay down here. We are releasing anchors, and one of them is our emotions tied to money, how we feel about money, fear of not having enough. Okay, so somebody may be fearful that there isn't enough money, as we are all being tested right now. Okay, and there's going to have to be some discussion. Try not to be so defensive. Try to be open, have courage instead of being defensive. Because there's 3 sevens here. Okay, so there's a potential for harmony to be created in this relationship. It just takes a little bit of fine finessing. Okay, the mind is being worked right now. We have the Mentor of Swords in relation to this discussion about money or these emotions surrounding money. Mentor of Swords, a spiritual person who uses intellect in service to divine and not to attack unity. Okay, so there's a promoting of unity, discussion about merging the finances and what needs to be taken care of. I call it the ducket bucket list, right? Your obligations. And this is also about lessons of strength, about your strength and limitations of the mind. Where are you limited? Where have you been limited? Who's limiting you? Are you limiting yourself? I believe so. Are you... Yeah, that's why I said this is a test, not to be defensive. A lot of us are going through testing. We're going to be tested in areas. I think I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. So for someone out there, you are being tested on promoting unity, your strengths, your limitations, the way that you think. Okay, for some, and I don't see anything bad here, I see somebody who starts off not doing bad, but being negative and working on it, albeit not by choice. But then there needs to be this discussion about it. Okay, and it's going to be promoting unity, building together. But for some of you guys, this person that you fought, that you blow out with, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to mention it because I don't see that here. It could be sudden physical violence from ending a relationship all the way to a killing. This is from rushing a conclusion. This is by speaking or acting without thinking. It's very possible that somebody could get hurt at this time, but I don't see that in this. What I see is reparations. Okay, the beginning of building for some. Okay, working together, 3 of Cups. Sometimes this means that there's somebody else that's involved. This usually is some type of baggage, but in this case, I feel like it's not only is it intimate get-togethers. Okay, this is union. This is reunion. So maybe there's going to be a final coming together of your finances, and it's something to celebrate. 3 of Cups, what is that? Mercury in Cancer. Okay, that's going to be happening next month. The Mercury moving into Cancer. I can't remember what day it was. But yeah, it's about celebrations. It's about joy. It's about finally coming together in a way that works. Or this could be you guys intimately discussing how to build at a party or on a date. Yeah, it's like this is a quiet discussion. This is a quiet discussion with just you and them, possibly at a small gathering, like a barbecue at a friend's house or something. You guys get into this discussion. I'm going to pull from this because this feels like there's somebody involved. Can you clarify this? The Chariot. Yeah, because somebody's still, we got 10 of Pentacles reversed over here too, and that's just confirming that their determination is to, they're determined to stick to nobody supports me. Or you're not supporting me, you're not supportive of me. That's a real stubborn thing. And I don't mean support monetarily, but it could mean support monetarily. Okay, so this situation here, 9 of Swords and Ace of Swords. Yeah, somebody is blowing their doors on, you know, they used to come from a place of fear. Now they're starting to know better. Okay, so there's a promotion. And these two are swords. We have the Mentor of Swords. So this is one of the lessons, you know, coming together, learning not to fear. Learning that you create your fear, using the law of attraction together. Beautiful. It's also recognition, new knowledge, truth, and clarity. So for the first time, you guys are going to have this discussion where you're honest with each other in building your finances. Okay, just had my lunch delivered. Sorry, guys. I paused you for a second. Okay, so this is truth. This is clarity. This is new beginnings in how to build finances, how to truly merge, promoting harmony and working together, and also having fun, working and playing together, having fun together, being able to connect on an intellectual level as well as a passionate level. And of course, for my final wrap up, I'm going to pull one of these oracle cards from the Hawaiian Healing Intentions deck. That's the one. That's Sucker Dance. Oh, here's another one. Okay. On the King of Wands and the Emperor, Ikaika, inner strength. I love that. Ikaika means warrior to me, a fighter. It's a 25. So this is about changes that create harmony or boundaries and self-esteem in working together. Changing how we work together. Inner strength. My intention is to fully integrate my inner strength and wisdom into my everyday life and to embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Your inner strength is your core self, your inner being. It is supported and guided by your soul and your higher purpose. It is powerful and wise and knows that in times of adversity, there is always an opportunity for growth, learning, and transformation. Your inner strength never wavers. It is ever present and inextricably connected with the infinite resources of the universe. You just got to trust, okay? Ask, believe, and receive. If you don't believe, how can you receive? Oia, true, authentic. Look, authentic truth, okay? It's about changes, boundaries, or confidence, or a gift of information, or a fertility, a change of fertility, a different idea, new knowledge, truth, authentic. My intention is to know myself, to live and love authentically, and to allow my deepest truth to guide all of my endeavors. Authenticity, truth, and self-awareness are key to your success, your evolution, and most importantly, the offering and receiving of love. Others can't know you until you know yourself. Others can't love you for who you truly are unless you reveal yourself to them. And you can't achieve the greatness you came here for until you embody your most empowered and authentic self. Beautiful. Okay. I also want to pull one from my Of Heaven Ascending on Earth. You know, I kept telling you guys 7, harmony, you know, with Libra, Libra's 7th house, partnership, contracts, promises, and anything with an 11 or an 11-11 portal is to promote harmony and unity and partnership and working together versus the self. Oh, look at that. Okay, here's our advice. La pa'a pa'anani, playful. Be free with laughter, joy, and purpose. Let your spirit flourish in a positive direction. What a beautiful affirmation to tie this up. All right, guys, this has been your Pluto retrograde reading. Keep in mind now, Pluto's going to be retrograde until October. So this could happen today. This could already happen. This could be happening tomorrow. It could be happening next week, or it could be happening somewhere in between when it turns direct and when it gets out of the shadow of the retrograde, which this is an outer planet, so it'll be a little bit longer than normal. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you guys later. Take care.